Jake was 4 when odd things started to happen. It was the fall of 2002. He started getting ear infections that wouldn't go away, and by Christmas time he'd been on like 10 courses of antibiotics, and we were in Taco Bell one day and he almost choked to death. So I took him to the doctor, and the pediatrician sent him immediately to an ear, nose, and throat guy. Put him in the hospital because his tonsil was the size of a watermelon, and they did blood work, and the first thing they told us was that he had mono. The doctor from the exact same practice came in and talked to me for like half an hour, and he was awesome. And he put him on steroids for a week, trying to get the swelling to go down before he did surgery. And after surgery, he came in and he said, "Boy, he was a mess. I can't believe he wasn't sicker than he was." He had his tonsillectomy on his 5th birthday. Of course, it wasn't tonsils, it was rhabdo. And when we saw the slides, we just couldn't even believe that he wasn't sicker than he was, because it was the entire left side of his face, below his brain, wrapped around his carotid artery. The last 2 weeks before he had surgery, he got a big mass behind his ear, like in 2 weeks' time. On Saturday, the day the space shuttle blew up, and I'm ironing, and the doctor called and said, "He's got cancer, you've got to get to Children's Memorial Monday morning." Then we started the journey. The survival, they consider 5 years surviving. That's not surviving. And then the kids that are longer than 5 years have secondary cancers and lifelong health issues, heart problems, lung problems, growth deficits. It's just, besides the disease, sometimes the treatment. When he first got sick, when we were looking at all the side effects, it's like, how can he survive the treatment, let alone the cancer? All the future kids that have to go through this are in your guys' hands.
I really had no idea that Jakefest was going to become what it did at that time. But I just said, hey, things like in lieu of flowers, we're going to have money donated, or maybe we want to support pediatric cancer research. Where would you put the money? And she said CureSearch. She didn't even hesitate.
So how does CureSearch spend these hard-raised dollars? First of all, we focus only on children's cancers because we believe that only research will cure children's cancer, but only research that actually translates into pediatric clinical trials and into commercialization will get to the clinic where kids' lives can be saved today. Our research vision includes not just curing children's cancers, but ensuring that kids can lead long, healthy lives after their cancer treatment is finished. Since Jake lost his battle to rhabdomyosarcoma, we're pleased to use Kiewit funds to support a young investigator, Dr. Ranjit Bindra, at Yale University, who's studying rhabdomyosarcoma.
About 2 or 3 years ago, where Ranjit and I sat down, we started to look at the numbers in our lab. Things weren't working for us. Obviously, we'd be taken care of by our department, but the money was getting very difficult, and we were going to be closing down projects. We were going to be closing down our rhabdo project was unable to get funded. I still remember the day that the CureSearch person called us. They called me out of our weekly red biomed and said, "We've got this $225,000 grant that's funded." This grant has basically kept about half of our lab alive. What you guys are doing is essentially saving the future of cancer research for kids. We are a high throughput, high content screening lab. The big picture is we can take things that typically take 8 hours to do by manual labor. We can miniaturize them into something that machines can do automatically. Very student heavy. We're a very young group. We have a lot of collaborators that work with us on these projects from all different walks of life here at Yale. We are hopefully going to be around for a while. We will continue to screen what we call differently. We'll make an organism with anyone that we're screening in a different manner that a lot of people are not. We'll develop assays that are faster and better. We provide them open access. As people know in my lab, we're always thinking of the future. I think things are going to change. And this is all the sense that we're just not going to do the same thing over and over again, and that is the reason we haven't made any progress. The bottom line is 90% of pediatric cancers, we haven't made any progress. We haven't been asking any of the right questions. Okay, and so things are going to change in sort of the future.